Welcome to MAKULILO Scholarship Show. Today we are going to talk about undergraduate scholarship versus graduate scholarship. For a couple of days I have been receiving a lot of questions, hundreds of questions about which is very easy to get a scholarship. Is it simple and easy to get undergraduate scholarship, or is it easy and simple to get graduate scholarship? For that case, I think there is imperative need to discuss in detail what is graduate scholarship in general and what is undergraduate scholarship in general, and how can we go about it, and which one is a little bit simple to get compared to the other. The first thing we have to take into consideration is the language of instruction in different countries. That is the most important factor to consider and to determine whether graduate school or undergraduate school, which one is very easy to get a scholarship. It is like this way. In all countries where the national language, the mother language of those particular countries, when it is English, that means their elementary school, junior high school studies, graduate school, and the undergraduate school, all those type of studies, English is used as the means of instruction. But if you go to non-English speaking country, it is a little bit different. What makes a difference between the English speaking country and the non-English speaking country? In a non-English speaking country, the language of instruction is English only in graduate school. If you go to junior high school, and undergraduate studies, all they use their native language or their national language. For instance, if you go to Norway, up to bachelor degree, the languages used for instruction is Norwegian. If you go to Denmark, they use their own language, Danish. If you go to Finland, they use their language. If you go to Germany, they use their language. If you go to Netherlands, they use their language. Unless otherwise, if you go to graduate school in those non-English speaking countries, English is used for graduate school, which is unlike to the English speaking country where from kindergarten to graduate school, English is the medium of instruction. So for that case, when you want to apply, it is very difficult to apply to the countries where the English is not the national language. English language is not used as the language of instruction in those particular countries. It is very difficult to apply. Why? Because when you apply for bachelor degree, you must show, or even if you apply for graduate school, you must show that you are capable of undertaking those particular studies in the particular language of instruction. So if you apply, let's say in Norway for bachelor degree, you have to show that you are capable of undertaking bachelor degree in Norway using Norwegian language. So you have to undergo some courses on your own or find any institute. Then you have to take exams, and usually those particular exams, they are offered in their respective embassies. So you have to go to their particular embassy, and then you have to take the exam to show that you are capable of undertaking the studies in those particular countries where English is not, is not the medium of instruction. So that makes it very difficult, because most of the people, they are coming from the countries where English is used as a medium of instruction. For instance, most of the African countries, apart from those which were under French colonies, those which were under British colonies, they use English, whether it is national language English or it is not the national language, but they use English as the medium of instruction. So for that case, it is very simple to show that you are capable of undertaking studies in English. So for that case, if you are planning to apply for bachelor degree, pay attention which country you want to apply. So these are some of the countries where English is used as the medium of instruction. The national language of those particular countries is English. The first one is Britain, Ireland, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Scotland. Those are some of the countries where their national language is English. So if you want to apply for bachelor degree, you have to pay attention to those particular countries. But otherwise, it will be very difficult to apply for bachelor degree in a non-English speaking country. For instance, as I told you before, if you want to apply in Germany, you have to show capability of undertaking studies in their language, which you cannot show. That means you cannot be admitted. So on the basis of the language, it is very difficult to go to get bachelor degree, especially to non-English speaking country. But when you go to graduate school, you are going to widen up the area of applying, because whether the countries are English-speaking countries or are not English-speaking countries, most of those non-English-speaking countries, they use English language for their graduate school. If you go to Germany, you go to Netherlands, go to Norway, go to Finland, go to Sweden, go to Australia or Austria, all those countries, English is used for graduate school. So for that case, it makes it easier to apply and to get admission and the scholarship for graduate school than in a bachelor degree. So just that is on the basis of the language of instruction. So pay attention when you want to apply. So for that case, this is my personal advice, that it is better to undergo bachelor degree in your home country, and then you'll be in a good position to apply for graduate school, because in graduate school you have a wide chances, you have a very big area to apply. You can apply to many countries, you can apply to many universities, but if you are applying for undergraduate school, you'll be having a very small opportunity to apply. You'll be applying only to few countries. So I encourage you very much to apply for graduate school, where there is a very big chance to apply to many schools, to many universities, to many countries, which is unlikely to bachelor degree. So that is a very big tip for today on which area you want to apply. You want to apply for bachelor degree or for graduate studies. So thank you very much for watching the MAKULILO Scholarship Show and enjoying this particular tip for today about bachelor degree versus master's and PhD, which is graduate school. Thank you very much and have a good day. Bye.